Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine. Today we will read the story The Cherry Tree, which is written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is the most loved author of India. He has written over 500 short stories and novels. Let's read a story about a young boy who grows a cherry tree in his garden. Let's start. One day, when Rakesh was 6, he walked home from the Masuri Bazaar eating cherries. They were a little sweet, a little sour, small, bright red cherries which had come all the way from the Kashmir Valley. Here in the Himalayan foothills where Rakesh lived, there were not many fruit trees. The soil was stony and the dry cold winds stunted the growth of most plants. But on the more sheltered slopes, sheltered means protected from bad weather. I will send you the meaning of all difficult words at the last of this video. You can check. Let's start. There were forests of oak and deodar. Rakesh lived with his grandfather on the outskirts of Mussoorie, just where the forest began. Grandfather was a retired forest ranger. Ranger means keeper. He had a little cottage outside the town. Rakesh was on his way home from school when he bought the cherries. He paid 50 paise for the bunch. It took him half an hour to walk home, and by the time he reached the cottage, there were only 3 cherries left. How many cherries were left? 3 cherries. Have a cherry, grandfather? He said as soon as he saw his grandfather in the garden. Grandfather took 1 cherry and Rakesh promptly ate the other 2. He kept the last seed in his mouth for some time, rolling it round and round in his tongue until all the tang had gone. Tang means a strong taste. Then he placed the seed on the palm of his hand and studied it. Are cherry seeds lucky? Asked Rakesh. Of course. Then I will keep it. Nothing is lucky if you put it away. If you want luck, you must put it to some use. What I can do with the seed? Plant it. So Rakesh found a small spade and began to dig up a flower bed. Hey, not there, said grandfather. I have sown mustard in that bed. Plant in that shady corner where it would not be disturbed. Rakesh went to a corner of the garden where the earth was soft and yielding. Yielding means giving way under pressure. He did not have to dig. He pressed the seed into the soil with his thumb and it went right in. Then he had his lunch and ran off to play cricket with his friends and forgot all about the cherry seed. It was about 2 feet high when a goat entered the garden and ate all the leaves. Only the main stem and 2 thin branches remained. Never mind, said grandfather. Seeing that Rakesh was upset, it will grow again. Cherry trees are tough. Towards the end of the rainy season, new leaves appeared on the tree. Then a bowman cutting grass cut the cherry tree in two. When grandfather saw what had happened, he went after the bowman and scolded her. But the damage could not be repaired. Maybe it will be die now, said Rakesh. Maybe, said grandfather, but the cherry tree had no intention of dying. By the time summer came around again, it had sent several new shoots with tender green leaves. Tender means soft. Rakesh had grown taller too. He was 8 now. A sturdy boy. Sturdy means strong and healthy, with curly black hair and deep black eyes. Blackberry, grandfather called them. The monsoon, Rakesh went home to his village to help his father and mother with the planting and plowing and sowing. He was thinner but stronger. When he came back to grandfather's house at the end of the rains to find the cherry tree had grown another foot, It was now up to his chest. Even when there was rain, Rakesh would sometimes water the tree. He wanted it to know that he was there. One day he found a bright green praying mantis perched on branch. Perched on means rested on something, means she sat on a branch. Peering at means looking at him with bulging eyes. Rakesh let it remain there. It was the cherry tree's first visitor. Who was the first visitor of cherry tree? Mantis. The next visitor was a hairy caterpillar. Who started making a meal of the leaves. Rakesh moved it quickly and dropped it on a heap of dry leaves. Come back when you are a butterfly, he said. But winter came early. The cherry tree went low with the weight of snow. Field mice sought is the second form of seek shelter in the roof of the cottage. The road from the valley was blocked, and for several days there was no newspaper, and this made grandfather quite grumpy. Grumpy means bad-tempered or irritable. His stories began to have unhappy endings. In February, it was Rakesh's birthday. He was 9 and the tree was 4, but almost as tall as Rakesh. One morning when the sun came out, grandfather came into the garden. Let some warmth get into my bones, he said. He stopped in front of the cherry tree, stared at it for a few moments, and then called out, Rakesh, come and look. Come quickly before it falls. Rakesh and grandfather gazed at the tree as though it had performed a miracle. There was a pale pink blossom at the end of a branch. Blossom means flower. The following year there were more blossoms, and suddenly the tree was taller than Rakesh, even though it was less than half his age. And then it was taller than grandfather, who was taller than some of the oak trees. But Rakesh had grown too. He could run and jump and climb trees as well as most boys. And he read a lot of books, although he still liked listening to grandfather's tales. In the cherry tree, the birds came to feed on the nectar in the blossoms, and tiny birds pecked at the blossoms and broke them off. But the tree kept blossoming right through the spring, and there were always more blossoms than birds. That summer, there were small cherries on the tree. Rakesh tasted one and spat it out. Spat is the second form of spit. It's too sour, he said. They will be better next year, said grandfather, but the birds liked them, especially the bigger birds such as the bulbuls and scarlet minivets, and they flitted means moved swiftly and lightly, and out of the foliage, feasting on the cherries. On a warm sunny afternoon, when even the bees looked sleepy, Rakesh was looking for grandfather, not finding him any of his favorite places around the house. Then he looked out of the bedroom window and saw grandfather reclining on a cane chair under the cherry tree. Reclining means laying back in a relaxed position with the back supported. There is just the right amount of shade here, said grandfather, and I like looking at the leaves. They are pretty leaves, said Rakesh, and they are always ready to dance if there is a breeze. Breeze means cool air. After grandfather had come indoors, Rakesh went into the garden and lay down on the grass beneath the tree. Beneath means under. He gazed up through the leaves at the great blue sky, and turning on his side, he could see the mountains striding away into the clouds. He was still laying under the tree when the evening shadows crept across the garden. Grandfather came back and sat down beside Rakesh, and they waited in silence until it was dark. There were so many trees in the forest, said Rakesh, What is so special about this tree? Why do we like it so much? We planted it ourselves, said grandfather. That's why it is special. Just one small seed, said Rakesh, and he touched the smooth bark of the tree that had grown. Bark means outer layer of stem. He ran his hand along the trunk of the tree and put his finger to the tip of a leaf. I wonder, he whispered, is this what it feels to be God? These are the meanings of all difficult words. I hope you all have understood this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.